Next question is from K-Daddy on YouTube. Thanks, Adam. What are the downsides to leaving the finished beer on the yeast cake through the lagering process? I have a Spike CF5 conical and mount a 2-inch triclover sight glass directly below the bottom butterfly valve. Following a soft crash, I dump/harvest the yeast by simply closing the valve and removing the sight glass. Not sure how much yeast is left behind, but I'm sure there is some. FYI, 5.5 gallon batches and sight glass volume of approximately 8 ounces. Well, I like this. The idea is once the yeast is done fermenting that beer and done cleaning up after itself, acetaldehyde and diacetyl, you do want to be getting that yeast off of your beer. You have a great opportunity to, you can actually bleed the yeast off the bottom of that. So I'm assuming you said that you have a sight glass and then you have to have a valve down there. You can put a triclover connection on that valve that goes down to maybe like a 3/8 diameter reduction or nipple or whatever. And the reason I'm talking about reducing that further is from the 2-inch down to the 1.5-inch valve, or even if it's a 2-inch valve down there, you want it reduced. You don't want to try to blow out 2 inches, a 2-inch diameter stream of yeast out of that. So you're using that as a reduction. So of course, all these parts are going to be cleaned and sanitized appropriately. Hook them up and then very gently burp that butterfly handle and leave that sight glass on there and wait till you see that yeast drop through down to beer. And then you might be interested to see on days consecutive after that, you might be able to go back to it every few days and continue to drop some yeast down that has fallen into that now sight glass for you, right? Now, I would say between every yeast dump, you would want to remove and clean all parts, clean the valve, right? Clean, resanitize, and leave it there, and then clean, resanitize again before you do another dump like this. But I would suggest you looking at it like that. And the main thing is you know, if you're on a pro size system and you have 1.5-inch tubing that you can be dropping to your drain, if you're just going to be draining the yeast, you know, you can feather that and whatever. I just like on a smaller volume like that, it gives you a little bit of layer protection. You don't want that diameter being so narrow that you're going to get it chunked up and plugged. But yeah, just some things to consider.